welcome back. So in this casting, we're going to be going up against some pretty top-level players. The guy on my side, calling him the lovely Fortune Pioneer, yeah? Oh, hello, Dempsey. Is going to be Septinium, Wehrmacht, rank 12, and he averages in the top 10 players. So even though he's rank 12 Wehrmacht, I believe he's rank 3 or 4 Brits. You know, very high. Could be wrong, 6. And my buddy's going to be fighting Askim, and he's going to be ranked 27 DAC. Again, another top-level player. He plays multiple factions, and they're both pretty damn good. So, the reason why I'm going to Brits this time, I know I don't like them in 2v2s, but my buddy figured out this build, and if you mimic it like we do together, it works. They synergize off of each other. We are not going to make any infantry sections whatsoever. Infantry sections are dead. They're not worth it. They're pretty bad. We just can't mess with them anymore. We don't like them. Yeah, they're just not worth it. So we're going to focus on going British Armored Battle Group in 2v2s. Engineer detachment immediately, because these make the engineers 25% cheaper to reinforce. They're faster to deploy, and on top of that, they are only 165 manpower after the bonuses are applied. Excuse me. So against Vulture Pioneer, you need to be careful. Most people use them to be aggressive. You could have capped right here. That's why I moved right there immediately. Also to get the manpower bonuses. But most likely he used it to cap his fuel. So the reason why the Brit Engineers shine, is if you can get flamethrowers on them, stack them into 3s or 4s, they instantly wipe units. So kind of like the scummy DAC Pioneer build. And that's why we ended up using on Brits. You know, the DAC Pioneers fall off, the Brit Engineers stay stable for the longest time in the game, and even if you can't use them anymore, they are amazing at repairing vehicles way faster than the DAC Pioneers. So Ringo My Dingo comes out into the field, and the reason why I go Ringo Dingo is because it's great at spotting MGs on these open maps, you know, hitting infantry with the limited cover available, and just, you know, constantly putting pressure on emplacements with the forward observer ability. It's pretty decent. So I tell my bud, hey, I'm going to come over to your side. Let's 2v1. I'm going to put an MG to cover your flank down. Let's get the guy off the field so we can push up to these manpower points or fuel, if possible. And on top of that, we want Septinium to have to come to us. If he comes to us, it's nothing but home field advantage. You know, we get home turf. He has to move to us. And on top of that, he has an MG. If you see Septinium, understand, he will go the cheesiest possible build he can possibly use to beat you. Always remember that. Any exploit in the game, he's going to be on top of it. So, Ringo My Dingo, you know, kicking ass, taking names, a little bit of damage, drops a model, looking good. On top of that, it's very weak, but with the engineer spam, you can instantly repair it, get back on the field. So the reason why these engineers are great, look at that. MG's out of place. This is why I said, hey, come over here, so he has to come to us. I flank it. I'm going to focus it, causing his pioneers to break from these engineers that just popped the flamethrower. Engineers are going to attack him. Good flamethrower burn damage. Focus the MG. Don't let it go away. Even at 3 models, half health, it's still a danger to you. You want to wipe it as much as you can. That way, it opens up opportunities to press him over here. And boom, MG gone. No stress. Get behind the heavy cover. Flamethrowers are going to melt him because he's clumped together. Engineers behind heavy cover. He doesn't know which target to focus. Dingo's backing me up. If I was really sneaky, I could have pushed him out of cover of the Dingo, but I didn't want to risk it because there's the satchel. Watch the satchels. He likes his cheese satchels. You know, 3-second cooldown, insta wipe can kill vehicles as well. I'm going to go ahead and retreat these engineers. Too late. I lose it, but here we go again, right? Only 165 manpower after I click this button right here. 220 to 165. So that loss means nothing to me. It will open up the opportunities to get fuel caches out into the field. I'm not going to go ahead and build it right away because if he walks the Fulcian Pioneer up to the fuel cache, he will satchel it, and I lose 200 manpower. And that's a heavy hit. 165, no big deal. 200, yeah, we're in a bad place. Now, I'm going to float manpower. The reason why is we're kind of laughing. We, you know, are trying this build and it's working. I'm done with USF for right now. I can't make them work anymore. USF are just so counterable. I've tried my best to make them work in the 2v2s, but I'm running into MG spam, DAC, double half-track mortar spam. The commandos are barely working for me. they're just too expensive. I'd rather go foot guards than commandos. At least foot guards can kill shit. And look at that, closing the gap. No stress. MG's back on the field, so he doesn't have medics. Low health. Remember that. Ringo My Dingo has mortars ready to go. Need the 5 munis to get it off. And I'm going to keep harassing him, putting that pressure on him, right? It's not doing a lot of damage, but it is keeping him in check. It's also giving me that vital recon. So MG's covering here because I know he can attack at any time. Making an additional MG. Now, if I didn't lose the engineers, I'd be at 3 engineers, you know, good amount of 2 MGs, and a lot of map control. But I lose one, he's eventually going to fuck up and lose a unit. So he's putting pressure on my Ringo My Dingo, mate. I'm going to back off. And the reason why I'm saying Ringo My Dingo is my buddy likes it when I say it, so you know, when he watches it, it'll give him a good laugh. So Ringo My Dingo is holding. I think I'm going to ask him for some quick repairs. MG's going to set up. Now keep an eye on this MG. You're going to see why the Vickers sucks. I complain about it. The reason why I'm making it is because some suppression is better than no suppression in team games. And it's just buying us time till we can get those heavy hitter units out like the Stort. Yeah, the Stort is key to this build. You want to go 1 or 2 and then immediately get a Bishop. The reason why the 2 Storts, if the enemy gets a Martyr out, 2 Storts beats 1 Martyr. 1-on-1, the Martyr will beat the Stort hands down. Because the Stort is slow. And the traverse speed of the Martyr is faster than the movement speed of the Stort. If you're going, that's bullshit, I agree, but hey, you know, Relic, it's their game. They know what they're doing, and oh man, they love some Nazis. So, engineers, wanted to get the cap, stop the BP bleed. I'm going to go ahead and close the gap, trying to bleed them as much as possible, hoping it works, and I don't. These guys will out-DPS the engineers in open cover. Close range, if I was behind cover, I'd win the fight. Here comes the Fallschirmjäger. Get ready for this shit. Watch this MG fail. Okay, focusing these guys, looking good. Fallschirmjägers, you cannot target the Fallschirmjäger until the last model of the group has touched the ground, giving them free movement. He's going to throw the nade. Look how much suppression I popped off. Gets it off. It's bullshit. Look at the damage on the MG. Medium cover. Yeah, they're clumped together. But holy crap. I'm pissed. I'm like, what the fuck? Kills the Ringo My Dingo. I said, you know what? You're not getting away, homie. I've had enough of your attitude. And clutch. Boom! Get the clutch shot. You gotta love the Stort. Give me the clutches. So I lose my Ringo My Dingo. Not the end of the world. You know, I lose a little bit of recon, but the Stort's out into the field, and they're kicking ass and taking names. I'm going to go double Stort. Now, Septenium is not going to make AT guns right away. He's going to go for the cheesy call-in, which drops an AT gun that could penetrate Shermans. It's a tiny-ass gun. I don't know if the devs did their work on what needs to penetrate, you know, frontal armor, but I don't think, you know, a couple millimeters of shell is going to get through this. But hey, gotta love it. So Dak appears onto the field. I pop my mark target. I go, Reginald, back that ass up, my dear boy. Yes. He's gonna shoot ass shots into me. He thought I was gonna kill me. I go, buddy, Hans, booby, what are you thinking? You know, you're not getting away from this. And I'm gonna kill him. Gotta love the Stort. He couldn't reverse fast enough. No, 8-Rad's got terrible reverse speed, but I've got all the speed I need, homie. And I'm gonna shoot this MG in the face. You know, fuck it. Let's go ahead and collapse this line. Collapse red. Focusing purple, getting my buddy the time and space to push across the map, and we're looking good right now. You know, good things are happening. And that's why I didn't make this fuel cache. You're like, well, you're floating a lot of manpower. That's the reason why, is because of this fucker. He's going to keep pressing me. If he gets a Fallschirm Pioneer over there, I'm going to be in danger. I don't put it over here yet because my buddy's still, you know, skirmishing, and we don't know how the lines are going to turn out just yet. And there's the Fallschirm Pioneer. If I made a cache right there, I would have lost it. 200 manpower down the drain and wasted. So we're playing it safe. Boom! Stort gets that model drop. And it's gonna chase. I said, where are you going, homie? You're going nowhere. Except, you know, over there. Right into my other Stort, yeah. So I'm gonna chase him down, you know, gotta love Reginald. Get him, Reginald. Get him, my dear boy. Do not let him get away. For some reason, my Stort rear ends and shoots my friendly Stort in the ass. Gotta love Relic and their damage. So I'm going to chase them. You know, you're going, well, that didn't really work out. Honestly, when the Storts get veterancy, it's going to work out. But they've already shown you they get some pretty clutch shots in there. And that's why I love them. And on top of that, you get reconnaissance, mark target, great ability, and tracking. You can track vehicles and keep them stuck. allows you to, synergize with the marked target and chase them down. There's the enemy martyr. I tell my bud, hey, bait, I'm coming over with 2 tanks. Let's squash this fucker together. Engineer's up top. He's not going grenade launcher spam. He's going to go for the MG15, so I'm going to back off. They're still annoying to deal with. 280 manpower. These guys are excellent if used correctly. There's the MG. I'm waiting, for the bait. I said, hey, get ready to go. He's like, all right, I'm ready. I'm going to go ahead and head out in front, get the martyr's attention. Buddy's going to go ahead and flank around. Give it some time. Boom, there it is. And I'm getting ready to activate the marked target, I think. Lose 1 Stork, couldn't back out in time, pathing. But there it is. The bait's been casted. We're going in. The martyr can't really shoot and scoot on the move. Gets a good hit that time. And boom, here it comes. Double the Stork, double the pain. And we get a juicy fuel cache in return. That's why I said be careful with these fuel caches, because now we're doing to the enemy what I was worried about him doing to me. At the same time, there's a flank battle going on here. Hit the retreat button. I realize I don't want to lose everything. I give my buddy a heads up. Hey, pull back. Left flank's collapsing. Set your machine guns up. He goes, Roger, got it. I'm going to lose the Stork because I was greedy for the fuel cache. But we get it. And you're like, man, that's kind of rough, man. Double Storks. I'm floating 900 manpower. Decent map control. If I was playing better, we would have squashed them sooner. But at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and remake the Stork. I'll probably pop out an AT gun pretty soon. Cover down the expenses. But that's on me. We were doing so well and having such a good time. In this match, we were laughing way too hard. We're like, bro, it's working. And he's like, I know. And I'm like, bro, it's fucking working against top-level players. There's the cheesy AT I'm talking about, the LG-40. That little-ass rocket can kill heavy tanks. Lelik. Gotta love Lelik. Or Reich. The Reich. Is what people like to call Reichs. Okay, so I'm going to hold up in the store for right now because I saw that little AT gun. I'm going to go ahead and get the wonderful Burr machine out. The reason why I make the Crusader AA, when you see Luftwaffe Doctrine, understand he is going to make planes. Pop out into the field to kill the armor. Go ahead and get the Veterancy up. When it gets Veterancy 1, this thing is an amazing squad wiping tool. So now I'm putting pressure on him. He can't touch me. I can fuck with him. I'm going to go ahead and be aggressive. Engineers can instant repair. MGs are out in the field. AT for anti-tank support. I'll remake the Stork later on. There's the Martyr. Don't worry, engineers can attack and burn the Martyr. The enemy player decides to call in another squad drop. I think it's Fallschirmjäger, I could be wrong. But you're going to see, it gets weird. He puts it right in front of me. I'm like, Hans, booby, what are you doing? And yeah, Fallschirmjäger. MG can't suppress in time, but my tank can sure as fuck shoot him in the mouth. Point blank range. And he fouls me, and I go, buddy, that means nothing to me. This is only a fraction of my power, my guy. There's the suppression, point blank range shots. I'm gonna chase him down. I want him dead. I guess I back off. My bad. This is, I'm going over my recording from last night. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna back off. I was probably worried about the anti-tank. I apologize. I shot this recording like 19 hours ago, so. And, okay, that's what I was thinking. So I was worried about Panzer IVs. So, good thing I didn't take the bait. AT gun stacked up. MG's kind of being the bait, getting punishment. But AT gun's going to go ahead and chase him off, get 2 good hits. And looking good, feeling good. Tank's going to go ahead and hold. I do an attack round. I was hoping we'd hold still and eat it. I'm going to go ahead and move this Crusader back up eventually. I'm just waiting on additional AT support. And I'll go ahead and hit the MG. It's behind heavy cover, so it's going to be a little bit tougher to deal with. Engineers coming over to repair. Just buying time, trying to get a mine down. Sneaky mines. I'm going to go ahead and retreat this unit. Look at the damage. If they're building, they take double the damage. I mean, honestly, 3 times as much, you could say. Just the way it's designed. Go ahead and run them back. No need to hold. Got the munis. Spot the time. Repairing. AT guns. The reason why I've got one here. And one facing this way. At any time, you can kind of roll around. So I'm being very cautious. Made a 3rd MG. The 3rd MG is to cover down on the infantry pushes. These Vickers suck, but mass quantity, we'll make them work. Don't know why it sets up the base. Gotta love this game. I did not give them that order. I did not hit her. So, here comes the airstrike. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate the AT gun. Boop. Nice and safe. It's kind of hard to tell where these planes come from, but I get lucky and dodge. No damage. And here's the backup AT gun ready to go. He thought he had me outflanked. AT gun setting up to cover. Get a bounce. Ooh, lovely. MG setting up to cover the flanks. And this AA is covering me down on the anti-infantry. So, boom. This other AT gun's up. I'm waiting for him to spring up again. I'm not panicking. I'm being very cautious, though. And I'm still hitting him. I'm still spanking that ass with this AT gun. And another good hit. And it's finally kicking in. He throws a satchel, another cheeky satchel. I dodge, bait him, backing into base. I can reinforce off of this. This is why I want to put this up here, because now I can constantly reinforce. I've successfully beaten off his attack. Get a free AT gun. I'm going to steal that. And I killed the Panzer IV. With help from my bud, no doubt. He might have gotten it. I missed the engagement, so. So with that engagement, we have bled him, killed his tank, and nothing's been lost. And now I'm going to go ahead and, get a little more aggressive. I know his Panzer IV is down. I'm just going to go ahead and recrew this anti-tank. See, look, retreating it back to base. And let's check those abilities. Harder to hit. Harder to hit. Increases penetration, veteran C3. Now, here we go. I'm popping the rapid fire point blank ability. And look at that damage, man. That is really good. And I almost wipe it, except this fucking boulder blocks the shots. Because apparently the tank can't shoot over the boulder. Here's the other Panzer IV. Martyr's missing because of these magical boulders as well. Don't know how, don't know why. I'm going to move the AA tank back in, I think. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Okay, later on, I'm going to get a kill with this AA tank. It could have been in a different match. I can shoot it point blank on the Martyr. It's fucking funny. So my buddy saves my bacon, kills the Martyr. It missed a lot, too. It could have been hitting this anti-tank trap as well. But we're in a good spot. And we're holding out for Black Princes. Now, I tell my bud, hey, let's go ahead and double down on our AA. He goes, Roger. I'm not going to make the AA vehicle. He says he's going to go CMP-15 truck, right? For the lower manpower cost and the population cap. And I go, okay. And he's going to put an AA gun on it. So we can shoot down those planes as soon as they come in, because the planes are going to do heavy damage to us. I'm putting more cheeky mines down. He's not sweeping. Septinium, I don't know why, but he won't sweep mines. He would rather assume, and that's how we get him. So I cancel the mine because I realize he sees me. And these guys come with free minesweepers, so if he would have just popped the minesweeper, he would have been perfectly fine. But, yeah. MG set up. Got it all nice and covered down. Double the crank out. Und the spank out, yeah. CMP trucks online. I'm going to go ahead and make a medical. The reason why is we're support weapons. I'm waiting for the Nebelwerfer and the Stuka to start hitting us. But I've got a solid line down. The only thing that's weak is my far left flank. He can loop around, but that's why I've got the mine over here. But I'm feeling very confident, and this MG is going to go ahead and cover this left flank. So now we've got a solid line going. If I was being really smart, though, I could have rotated this MG a little bit further down here. I've got overlapping fields of fire. And there we go. Spotted. Hits my mine. Again, he comes with free minesweepers. Stort's over here, putting pressure. So he used his ability to recrew the tank. I lose the Stort. We're pissed at this. He got my buddy Stort back. I activate AA mode. He's focusing my tanks. He's trying to eliminate me from the game. Too many MGs are set up. I stop the push. But I'm being very careful. And somehow they... yes, this is why. They pinned. So he's killing my AT gun crew. I go, hey man, I'm collapsing. I need that AA. My bud's like, yeah, my bad. I'm getting it out. And here it is. Here's this AA truck. It's going to go ahead and tech up soon. I go, Roger. And the reason why we both want to go AA is because the plane's going to attack infantry. So when they're done clearing out over here, all this right here is still targetable. So I go, man, I've lost the MG. He's going to recruit. And he gets it. I think he sacrifices a squad for it. It might have been a mistake. But I lose the MG. Not a big deal. We're getting more anti-plane... anti-air out. We're going to fix it. He kills my AT gun. I go, fuck you, you're not killing it. I think he's going to throw a satchel. Not a big deal. Floating 700 manpower. Not the end of the world. And I lose it. Okay, I go, oh no. Let me go ahead and remake that shit. So I do lose it, but not the end of the world. My buddy's Burr Brigade comes down. Septinium realizes it's over. He's going to fully retreat. Look at that damage, though. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, it's cooking real good now. So we're coming back with a vengeance. There's the machine gun setting up. I'm gonna eventually get a bishop out. And my bud is... Let me see if he's got him out yet. He loves his bishops. He knows exactly... Yep, there it is. Okay, purple's playing, strafing him. I give him a heads up about that. So we're kind of collapsing. And we stop joking around, and I go, hey, this is the critical point in the build. They're starting to make a comeback. He agrees with me. He's like, yeah. Because in the beginning of the match, we're just joking. We're like, bro, this is so fucking easy. Like, how have we not found out about this build? But we pull our heads out of our asses, and I go, we got to take this serious, bro. If we give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. And he goes, yep, you're right. So we're both synergized. He's coming over. We've already smacked purple enough. My bud wants to come over and help me out. I go, yep, awesome, thank you so much. And there's the MG. I still have the AA tank. Treat this as an anti-infantry tank, and you're going to have a great time. And that's exactly what it is. Don't know why the engineers get on the back of it. You immediately take them off. They can't shoot with units in the back. There's my AA tank cranking out. That fucking tank trap is blocking the incoming fire. There's the martyr. I'm going to back off. Stort's out again. Made another Stort. Storts are nothing to me. I can keep pumping them out. I'm only buying time for the Black Prince. There's the martyr. Overextended. I'm going to charge it down. And look at the AA tank. Boom. It's gone. I think he cleaned it up with the AT gun shot. I could be wrong. But I felt like the AA tank finished it. You know, like right on the nose. So I'm pushing this side. Martyr's down. There's no anti-tank covering. I'm going to go ahead and take this off of AA mode eventually. The reason why it's not attacking. And I'm going to push this MG. There's the 8 red. Don't know why he made another 8 red. It's too late in the game to make it work. There's the recrewable truck. He's really fucking up right now. I'm focusing the medical truck. I didn't even notice that in this match. I was so horn dog on this. Focus the medical truck. I'm chasing it down. I'm really wanting to get in this guy's face right now. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Boom. There goes the 8 red. Gone. So no more 8 red. I think I'm going to focus this engineer. Yep. That's exactly what I'm doing. Going to wipe the engineers. Kill the MG. Rapid fire still cranking out, dude. Look at that. When you get that rapid fire going, it's free of charge. And Black Prince just came online. Or the tech-up option for it, excuse me. Calling. But we've completely cleared out the top. Focusing this MG. Getting really tired of this fucking attitude. I'm going to focus it. And it's gone. We've completely collapsed this flank. I'm going to go around town and finish this off. And this is where it comes into shine, man. At Efficiency 2 pop, it's getting a lot of damage. And the Efficiency 3 gets even more accuracy. Focusing the MG. This is all ours now. I know there's a Panzer IV in the background, but we feel comfortable. And there it is. I drove from here over here. And there's the other Panzer IV. They're trying to put the squeeze on us. I know they have a Neville Warfare. If I missed it, they're eventually going to get it. I'm going to make my bishop pretty soon, but I'm holding off because I want the Black Prince out right away. And that's going to set me back about 690 manpower. So if you're wondering, hey dude, you're floating a lot of manpower now. Like, go ahead and spend it. The reason why is the Black Prince is very expensive. There's the Neville Warfare. And I'm constantly reinforcing these crewable weapons. So my medical truck's going to get back on it. Look at the range of the strafe, though. That's pretty long, man. And it's very hard to dodge if you're inside that strafing range. Okay, MG set up. Yeah, the defensive line. Stort's coming back out. And the reason why I'm going Stort is because with the double ATs and the marked target on Stort, his tanks cannot press me, ever. And it keeps the AA tank a little bit safer. So AA tank's getting up in space. Gonna shoot him behind the cover, and look at that, melting him because the heavy cover is directional. Got flanking shots, MG's cranking out, AT's setting up, so I've got overlapping fields of fire and additional cover. Again, AA tank, efficiency 3, it's kicking ass taking names. Look at that, 16 kills, 3 vehicles destroyed. This thing is worth its weight in gold. So, again, we're getting ahead of ourselves. The Black Prince just popped. I double check with my bud. I go, hey, is that AA up? He goes, yep. So when he calls in the planes on the Black Prince to kill it, we have AA options ready to go. There's no way he can hurt us, and we're in a very comfortable spot. Now with the MG spam from the Axis players, we're starting to capture their crew-served weapons, capture the AT gun. It's starting to fall apart. I've got overlapping machine guns. You know, I was trying to set it up. Boom, there's the bishop. You know, a very good hit. My buddy is a master with some bishops. Let me tell you what, he knows how to make them work. Treat them like mortars. Don't treat them like big artillery guns. Treat them like mortars and they're going to shine. There's the wipe on the MG42. I will try to take that, but I just can't really touch it. AT gun's cranking out for me. There's my Black Prince. You know what? I tell you what now. Look at our Black Prince. It's a mighty beastie. You mean to tell me that this wasn't around during the time frame of 1941? You're off your rocker, mate. So, Black Prince is here, and that is my bud saying hello to me. Hey, hey, I can't talk to you right now. I am doing the recording. I know you can't hear me, but eventually you'll watch this video and have a good laugh.
We can now build forward assemblies to help keep our vehicles.
And there's the Rogue Stort, Renegade Stort. The Nazis have captured it, or the Wehrmacht, or SS, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. They're the bad guys in my book, and they have run away with it. There's the Black Prince coming in clutch. Stort's ready to go. Pop the mark target. Black Prince is using that fat-ass gun to put some rounds down range. He's got flanking fields of fire. I'm going to back off because I've just been snared, and I do not want to get fucked up for free 99. And he gets way too aggressive. I don't know why he backs his tank up. I have flanking AT ready to go. I'm sorry, not flanking. AT ready to go to cover that frontal assault. Excuse me. Brain's all over the place right now. So, Engineer's going to go ahead and cap. I want to bleed them out of the game. I don't want it to turn into an attrition fight. Engineers go burr. You gotta love these fuckers right here. Woo! Melting time. I tell you what now, you cooking real good, boy. Arr! AA tanks back on the field. Tanks are in disarray, putting pressure. Even though I'm not going to win the tank fight, I can still kill him and kick his ass in the infantry fight. And get this Vickers machine gun back. Boom, gone. And the Engineers throw nades and kill the Martyr. You gotta love it. My buddy's fucking wrecking this guy. And he goes, oh no, I lost the Engineer. Don't care. 165 manpower. We don't care. Finally destroy this cover. Getting some good hits. And rocks can be destroyable. They just take a lot of time. I'm waiting on my Bishop to pop. I still haven't purchased it yet. I think I need some, pop cap. I'm going to let something die eventually. So my buddy goes, I want the MG42. I go, yep, that's the one I was trying to steal, but I let him have it. He's going to do more with it than me. Because my army's a little bit more flexible. AT gun cranking out. If I was really smart, I should have honestly went training center and teched up these AT guns because they're going to shine. Gonna back it off. Look at the damage. Get the tank in. Even if he presses me, I can still quickly set up. Black Prince is healed. This is why these Engineers shine. Black Prince right back onto the field. 1200 vehicle armor or health. And I'm just keeping them in pressure and check mode. Go ahead, back off the AA tank, and we're now on 25 kills and 3 vehicle kills, so this, again, worth its weight in gold, keeping those planes in check, and acting as a mobile machine gun. Alright, I rebuilt the Storts. Okay, so the reason, and look at that, I think that was almost full health, right? These flame, excuse me, Nebel Warpers can penetrate tanks. Don't know why, gotta love it though. So this sets me back. Okay, so the reason why I go double Stort, right, is I want to brick hammer this motherfucker. I want to take my Storts, use them as bait, and have the Black Prince clean it up, and possibly get a Stort out of it. You know, if I lose both of them, it doesn't matter. They're cheap, refundable, no end of the world to me. I went forward repair assembly. I never use it because, honestly, I felt like they were going to block us. I just want to spend the points to eventually get into designate targets, which will act as a spotter and it makes targets easier to hit. Here's the double Storts, cranking out, trying to get the bait going, right? I'm casting my line, you know, reeling it in, hoping the tanks will take the bait. Just like fishing, right? Storts are my bait, and this is the fucking club when the fish comes to bite me. And boom, there it is. There's the bait, here's the club. And, yep, finished it off with the AA tank. We're on 4 vehicle kills now. Gotta love that magic penetration. And that's a, you know, treat your opponents like you're hunting or you're going fishing, right? Just constantly throw the bait in, hit them with the fucking club. Here's the planes. If this was post planes, before the planes were nerfed, this tank would have been dead in one volley. But with the double AA cranking out, these planes are gone as soon as they come in. Engineers are on standby to get this tank refit and refueled. Storts are keeping that pressure up. Kill the Panzer IV, not stressed, Nebel Warfare. Oh, what it got? Oh, okay, so he's now making AT guns. So I lose a Stort for Panzer IV. That is a very good trade.
5 command points available. Acknowledged.
My buddy's Black Prince is in the field. I give him a heads up. I go, hey, 2 AT guns over here. Be careful. There's the AT gun attacking him. He goes, yep, I got you. He's going to eventually pop back and get the frontal armor. Here's this bullshit DAC call-in. It follows you through the fog of war. Doesn't require sight. And, yeah, it has an immense amount of range. I think it's from here all the way to here. It will follow you. There's my buddy's bishops.
Your tank has been
I lose the other Stort. Again, no big deal. My buddy's bishops are cranking out. You know, he's a fucking musician with these bishops. He will destroy you. And I'm relying on it. And now I'm going, my bishop. I said, hey, they're fortifying. He goes, yep. They've made a flak 36 over here. I think that's what killed my Stort. They're digging in. And with the bishops, every 30 seconds, right, they're firing. Even though they're dug in, we can break the line. Machine gun setting up. Mine's coming in. He's going to eventually hit this mine. There's the Stuka. You can hear it. Doosh, 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 right? So, with that, when you hear that, you know, shooting, go ahead and move your units. Here comes another warfare. No, listen closely. You hear it.
Bishop
Oh,
artillery
shh.
barrier active.
When you hear that sound, move. I lose engineer. I get very unlucky. I don't know how, but he knows exactly where to hit me. And it's gone.
Engineers out of contact.
Gotta love this game.
Dead.
So he gets my engineers. No big deal. I've got one. I'm gonna go ahead and rebuild. There we go. 165 on the manpower. No big loss to me. AT setup. I'm gonna retreat this MG, I think. Yep, there it is. Big hit. Get the veterancy. AT still cranking out. Look at that range, man. This is a little ass AT gun. For 75 units.
Engineers on the field and ready for
Planes are coming in. He wants his AT back. His buddy, you know, synergizes and go, let's kill the planes. I lose the AA, and I start going, okay, we gotta get it together now. We gotta do this now. I was like, now I'm hurting. I was like, I lost 2 engineers.
pushing the line.
I'm getting pressured.
Take one of our points.
My buddy goes, yeah. Even, you know, we gotta play even faster. Black Prince is coming in clutch. Good damage. Moving the medical. He wants to snare the medical. He wants to snare my bishop as well, but this little gap allows me to get out.
Pushed us back.
And there it is. I'm moving. AT guns are going to scoot back. His AT guns are pressing in. Septenium will use anything, man, to get onto you. So right now, infantry's got him covered. AT guns are pushing in. Bishops are pulling back. We need the bishops. We lose the bishops, we lose the game. Because this has turned into fucking a defensive game. I give my buddy a heads up about the Fallschirmjäger. He's moving to destroy the AT gun. Again, these satchels are annoying, not the end of the world. Because I still have 2 AT. 1 stolen and 1 regular Brit. My buddy's going to finish up the Fallschirmjäger. Boom, gone. So Fallschirmjäger gone. Black Prince still on the field. He was trying to clean up these Fallschirm Pioneers. They heal on the move, by the way. That is bullshit. But if they're retreating and they don't take any fire, they heal up. That's why they're so hard to kill. So here comes Septenium and his boy. They are trying to get us out of the game. Double flames. They're pushing us back. We're trying to stay into the fight.
A-15 Crusader is on station.
So, sorry for the pause. Somebody's cooking, so it kind of caught me by surprise. But, yeah. We're doing good. We're kicking ass. We're, you know, reforming the line. And we're gonna get our bearings again.
Recce is standing by, Commander.
So, no stress. Okay, so I remade the AA tank. We need anti-aircraft. Doing fine, looking good, no stress. Okay, Flak 36 is up. That's what I was talking about. That's what killed my Stort, most likely. Let's go ahead and check the kills. Oh, maybe I was wrong. My buddy calls in artillery, if I got that right. We both... Oh, sorry, no. We both call in our abilities of spotting. There we go.
Jerry's not giving up without a fight.
So, this is where the bishops are coming in handy, right? With these planes, they never went AA. We're harassing him now. Without the Flak 36, we're going to push in. And this is why you got to be careful with the Axis. They are able to set up these defensive fucking lines and push you back, and you can't touch them. Double Fallschirmjäger, bleed the engineers. We're kind of in a bad spot. We're about to get the D crew. Medical staying there, desperately trying to reinforce. It's about to go down. There it is. There's the recrew. Medical goes down. Easier to hit with this ability. All these units light up. There it is. There it is. Fucking good hits with the artillery. You know, we're cranking out 3 bishops, all in synergy together, going, hey, let's focus this one target. There's their counter offer, right? Nebel Warfare, Nebel Warfare, Nebel Warfare. And it kills crew weapons way better than a bishop. Here comes the Stuka. We're getting pushed back again. No worries. These guys keep getting veteran C. We're looking good, feeling good. And on top of that, I'm going to put up a minefield to cover this flank. If you're going, well, why haven't they pushed on that flank right there? Just in case, I'm going to go ahead and put up a nice little minefield. So, they, you know, the only way they can go around this is through here. And I'm going to get more mines down. There's a Black Prince getting that veteran C, looking good, feeling good. They went Stug E for the crew weapons. And, you know, we're stabilizing again. I'm going to get this AT gun recruit. There's the bishops cranking out again. We're focusing that Flak 36. This time, Septimium recruit it. And we're just hitting it nonstop. We want that gun destroyed. We want it out of the game, out of our lives, so we can keep this fight going. You know, again, a nice little lapse in the battle. We're still good. 36 minutes in. We still have the manpower lead. We're calming down. The line's relaxing. We're reforming. My bud's going to go ahead and press in because with the Flak 36 gone, he feels comfortable. I agree. Look at that big hit on Stug E. Nice little flank shot. Gives it about half health. There's a Flak 36 recruit again. Don't worry, guys. We're going to back off. Or he's going to back off. Excuse me. Might get the kill on this. Yes! Coming in clutch. He's going to back off, right? And we're getting these bishops ready to fire again. 5 seconds. You know, I like my time in the military. Stand by. 5 seconds to launch. Alright, ready? And send it. Right? And boom. First send off. Big hit! Big hit. Fuck your gun. And the Flak 36 is targeting planes, so that's why it's nasty. So, big hit. All guns cranking out now. So, yep, even this one. So 3 guns cranking out. We're, you know, ramming the lines. We want this dead. This has survived about 3 to 4 barrages from 3 different guns. So we gotta give it to the Flak 36 for being very healthy. Because I can see someone right now, that seems overpowered. If 3 bishops from 2 different players killing 1 gun is overpowered, you're fucking insane. This requires team synergy and cooperation to do this shit. But both of our planes are kicking out, though. They didn't go AA. They're hurting on manpower. We are barraging the line. There's my bud's AA tank. I think he went that now to cover down for the CMP truck. You know, to get more AA out and anti-infantry. So, good deal. This is Black Prince coming up. They want another fuel cache. And again, I'm backed off. I'm refitting, refueling, all that good stuff. You know, repairing. Getting my muni cache down. More mines, right? More mines win games. This flank's covered. MG's covering the flank. I've got double warning system down. I've got the MG as a warning system. I've got the mines as a final fallback system. Here comes the Stuka. Nice and easy. No stress. Here's the deck bullshit call-in that's tracking his infantry. He went foot guards. I'm going to go foot guards. We realize we need better anti-infantry capabilities. It's not enough. We need something thick, sturdy, that caps points. Alright, Black Prince is coming back out. AA in support. He's getting the kills. So now we need to push the line. So that's where these foot guards are coming in handy. I'm going to make 2 of them if I get that correct. Black Prince covering my bud. Foot guards can run up to the Fallschirmjäger. Here comes the planes. They're going to get shot down pretty quick. Let's give it a second. You'll see. That's 1. And that's 2. And the planes are dead in about 10 to 15 seconds. So there goes your 280 munitions, if I got that right. Down the drain. Fuck you for your little cheesy call-in button. And now we're nice and comfortable again. No stress. Black Prince back on the field. Here comes the Dak Cheese call-in. It damages his tank a little bit too. Or it could be wrong. I've seen it damage friendly tanks. It's kind of funny. And boom, he is ammo wrecked. He's smoking now. Yeah, who wants to come to the flame party? They are on fire, yeah. And that is ammo racked. And if you're wondering why those flames are shooting out, that is all the ammunition and whatever's left of the crew cooking off. Ooh, and a very spicy, song. Excuse me. Very flamboyant song, if I got that correctly. Okay, looking good. Black Prince healing up. No stress. Black Prince is going to roll on out. We're ready to go. Let's get this fight moving. I tell my bud, hey, your engineers are in danger. And the Stuka can do some pretty good damage. Nebel Warfare's coming in too. They're trying to break us. I said, fuck you. You picked the wrong target, bitch. We're going to push through that line. Foot guards lead the way. And Black Prince on standby, getting some nice little sight and vision. Here comes the double AT guns. I'm going to go ahead and get this Bishop firing again as soon as he holds still. Muni cash coming in clutch. We're getting those 41 munitions. You know, plus 15, that's a good deal versus the plus 10. And that stacks over time. Black Prince going to go ahead and be aggressive again, no stress. And I'm going to pull out. I go, you know what, not worth it. AT guns, let's get some cheeky mines down. Mines win games. Back off a little bit again. Engineers, where'd you go? Okay, engineers are holding this point. The reason why is I tell them, hey, we need something to cover over here in case they push. They're going to go for a sneaky cap, and that's what ended up happening. Planes are up and operational again. I think this is where the Bishop is going to get the game-winning shot right here on these AT guns. Alright, moving into position. It's very low with these AT guns, man. He's keeping them out in the field as long as possible, and I don't recommend it because with that health, you know, being so low, they're very easy to kill. And he can't afford to set up because I'll just run at them with the foot guards. Bishop's firing again. I know, I think that might be the artillery. Could be wrong. So plane gets shot down finally. No stress. That could be the Bishops, I might be wrong. And see where my little guy go. They might not look like they're doing much, but you know, it's one vehicle killed, 7 infantry. They're doing what they are intended to do, and it's harass. There's the Fallschirmjäger. I give my buddy a heads up. I'm like, low Fallschirmjäger, run into you. I see that. Setting up. I'm gonna run these foot guards back. Very low, and I lose them. Like, fuck. I'm not the end of the world. I'm not gonna lose this other foot guards. I'm gonna be very cautious. Just run. People say the Nebel Warfare is not good. You're insane. That melts anything on contact, even vehicles. Fallschirmjäger got wiped. Just missed it. If I got that right. There's another Flak 36. He gets the Black Prince, not the end of the world. Nade goes off. My buddy, you know, this guy is so much fun to play with. He's a good friend of mine. He's gonna steal the Flak 36. He said, you know what, you fucking limey bastard. I'm gonna take your Flak 36, you dick biscuit. So they kill the medical truck. They're trying to put, again, they're putting the screws on the fucking match again. They're trying to overwhelm us. You see them? Multiple attacks at the same time. But he's going to steal the Flak 36. You let the Allies have the Flak 36, you might as well just call it a GG. Because you just gave us a win button. And we joke around. We go, man, isn't it great to have such a nice gun that has such a long range that auto-targets tanks and anti-aircraft capabilities? On top of that, it's so hard to kill. So, you know, thank you very much for the donation station. We really appreciate you donating to the Allied cause. You know, we're struggling. We need your donations to stay alive. And it's looking great. And thank you very much. Looking good, feeling good. Nice little laps in the battle. I apologize for the, you know, lapse in talking. Got the family in the background, so I gotta keep my ears open for them. Perks of, you know, having people in your life. It's always nice. Okay, so we're approaching the end of the match right now. It's getting to that critical moment. Septim will fight to the very end. If he thinks he's got a chance, he's not going to give up. Enemies have popped their abilities. Our army is way more mobile than it has been the entire match, so we're feeling good. Finally, my Bishop gets the kill on the AT guns, right? And now it's time for me to go. He calls in his planes again because he relies very heavily on these fucking planes, and I don't care. We're gonna shoot them down as soon as they come in. And there's one, and there's two. The reason why I back off, he can throw a satchel and engine crit this tank. Foot guards are gonna melt these guys. And this is it. This is it. Or I'm like, this is time to finish this match. We need to go in. I'm gonna focus these AT guns and blow them up as soon as the tanks back off, because you're killing about 260 manpower each, about 520 if I got that right, manpower down the drain. Big nades on the MG and engineers, no big deal. Very cheap. Pushing with the Black Prince, very healthy tank. Killing the Nebel Warfare. I'm tired of this fucking gun destroying my everything. Focusing the Panzer IV. Green smoke. I think that is, yeah, his bud. Calling in another. He's gonna engine Faust me, or try to engine crit me. And I was like, what the fuck are you thinking? Yeah, here it comes. Yeah, Fallschirmjäger on station. Don't worry. What do you mean we're in danger? And you know what's fucked up is one of the models hit the ground, but they're invisible. Right? Because they touched camo. There it is. They touched camo, and as soon as they come in, they're invisible. You gotta love Relic. What is this balance? I couldn't target him because he was fucking invisible. But that's fine. I'm gonna kill the munition cache. Foot guard's gonna roll up on in there. Here comes the Stuka, trying to kill my shit. You know, hey, they are focusing. The reason why he's doing that, 400 manpower down the drain. I'm only at 286. He knows what he's doing. My buddy's like, I got you, bro. One Stuka down. He's going Crusader all the way, every day, subway. Hans is like, Perverse, we have full of explosive ammunition. 9! And my buddy's like, you know what? I don't even care if I lose the Crusader, because guess what? I killed not one, but 2 Stukas. They're very expensive. And my Crusader is cheap and expendable. And we're just laughing, having a good time. He's rolling out of base. He might make it, might make it. Loses it. Foot guards were within range, but they can't target because of this wreck. I don't know if it's a bug or something, but it's fine. Yeah, he's like, dude, I'm like, you know what? That's a fucking good push. If he would have got away with it, it would have been even better. But 2 Stukas down. They lose their fortification ability, right? That we can't set up anymore and stack with AT guns and MGs. They lose that now. They can't strike back at us. So that means that we can constantly push in, fortify, and defend with no consequence anymore. So I leave this AT gun over here. You're like, well, why is that, man? That's wouldn't it be better over here? So I'm going to explain my thought process by that. If you've been paying attention to the attack map and seeing units over here, the reason why is I see this MG gun, right? My hopes is that this AT gun, which means nothing to me anymore, will spot the MGs, and that's exactly what it did. And the MG gun will always have a nice little sight in case the units will attack me. And the mine's my last ditch effort. The reason why he sent that MG over, he's trying to cap the point sneakily. But I tell my bud, and he agrees. We go, hey, we got to prevent these sneaky caps. My bud goes, hey, I'm taking over this flank. I go, okay, I'm backing off. This will go mid to defend. And that's exactly what I'm going to do when I get the chance. Excuse me. I could be wrong, though. I might have stopped and focused on something else. But that was my thought process behind it during the match. I start getting a little bit more discombobulated. There's the Vickers machine gun sucking ass. There's a Black Prince trying to cover down. He's going to throw a nade. It's 3 points left. I don't give a fuck anymore. Gonna hold. Yep, let it die. Not the end of the world. Double Black Prince. In your face. Woo!